Next, we are going to discuss about the performance of Indian economy during economic reforms. Effect on growth and development. In economics, the growth of an economy is measured by the gross domestic product. That it is the market value of all the goods and services produced in a country during a year. The growth of GDP increased from 5.6 during 1980 to 91 to 8.2 percentage during 2007-12. Though the GDP growth rate has increased in the reform period, it has not generated sufficient employment opportunities in the country. The foreign investment, which includes foreign direct investment and foreign institutional investment, has increased. Effect on agriculture. Reforms have not been able to benefit agriculture, where the growth rate has been decelerating. Public investment in agricultural sector, especially in infrastructure, which includes irrigation, power, roads, market linkages, etc., which played a crucial role in the Green Revolution, has fallen in reform period. The removal of fertilizer subsidy has led to increase in the cost of production, which has severely affected the small and marginal farmers. This sector has been experiencing a number of policy changes such as reduction in import duties, lifting of quantitative restrictions on agricultural products, etc. These have adversely affected Indian farmers. Moreover, because of export oriented policy strategies in agriculture, there has been a shift from production for the domestic market towards production for the export market, focusing on cash crops in lieu of production of food grains. This put pressure on prices of food grains. Then, effect on industrial growth. Industrial growth has also recorded a slowdown. This is because of decreasing demand of industrial products due to various reasons such as cheaper imports, inadequate investment in infrastructure, etc. Cheaper imports have replaced the demand for domestic goods. Domestic manufacturers are facing competition from imports. Thus, globalization adversely affected the local industries in developing countries, including India. The infrastructure facilities, including power supply, have remained inadequate due to lack of investment. A developing country like India still does not have the access to developed countries' market because of high non-tariff barriers. For example, although all quota restrictions on export of textiles and clothing have been removed in India, USA has not removed their quota restriction on import of textiles from India and China. This is an example of unfair globalization. Reforms and fiscal policies. Economic reforms have placed limit on growth of public expenditure, especially in social sectors. The tax reductions in the reform period aimed at yielding larger revenue and curb tax evasion have not resulted in increase in tax revenue for government. The reform policies involving tariff reduction have curtailed the scope for raising revenue through custom duties. In order to attract foreign investment, tax incentives were provided to foreign investors, which further reduced the scope for raising tax revenues. The process of globalization through liberalization and privatization policies has produced positive as well as negative results, both for India and other countries. Some scholars argue that globalization should be seen as an opportunity in terms of greater access to global markets, high technology, and increased possibility of large industries of developing countries to become important players in the international arena. Thank you.